Hey, Gary Guth here with bagpipelessons.net. Um, what's in your toolkit? You know, I've been playing a long time, and I have a lot of tools in my toolkit, and they all have a purpose. Here's my toolkit. So I think a bank bag is a good toolkit because you can put it in your case and your pipe amongst your pipes, and they're not going to scratch all your pipes and so forth. I've got a lot of tools in here, so let's take a look and see what I have. So I'm just going to dump them all out here on my desk. And we'll go through them, okay? So here, let me put my camera down like this. Okay, look at all of this stuff. Okay, so I have uh, I have a roll of black electrical tape that I use when I install a new pipe bag. So I use this around the grommets and up onto the stocks. It's always good to have that. Um, sometimes I've got a piece of rubber. See this piece of rubber, and the reason I have this piece of rubber is because sometimes if the pipes get too wet, the stocks get too tight, and I need some. I put this on the projecting mount or on the piece, and I'm able, uh, like a jar opener to take my pipes apart. Let's see. Oh, hemp. I have yellow waxed hemp, and I have uh, unwaxed hemp, and I use the yellow waxed hemp on the stalks, and I mix the two on the sliders, so I get a little bit of stickiness and a little slidiness on there. I use the black waxed hemp on my plastic pipes exclusively, and I actually use this on my blow stick stock because I think this works really well for that. Um, I have I have drone corks, as you can see. I don't use them a lot, but at this point, oh, I have 4 drone corks. So if any of my students are missing their drone corks, oh, here are 5. It might be possible that I have those. I have some stock corks to use when I'm doing some work on the bag. I have a pair of scissors to cut hemp if I need to cut hemp. I have a pair of little wire cutters that are good for cutting, wire ties. So you should have some wire ties in your bag. Those are to, adjust your cord. So I use these to cut these here, like this. I have a couple tubes of zipper lubricant, T-zip, as you can see, so that works. I have a ring borer for people who get a new, sometimes they want the moose valve or the, what's the other one? The other valve. And you have to bore out, well, what's the old valve? I forget that one. Yeah, you have to bore out the bottom of the blow stick for this to go in. So that's what the ring borer is for. Let's see, what else do I have? One of my students made me this tool here, and what this does, this is to adjust reeds. So if I have to once in a while, if I get a reed that's going to kill me, I don't want the reed to kill me, so I'll take the pliers like this, and I'll close the staple on the reed. We'll show you how that works later on. But that's having the posts come out like this means that it grabs it evenly. Whereas if I'm putting it like right in between the blades right there, it's going to start on one side and move up. But this way it grabs them evenly. Isn't that something? And So once I close the staple, you know, I need to open it back up. So I have a mandrel. Um, Everybody should have a pair of pliers and a mandrel, and then at that point, it's a matter of us teaching you what to do with it. I have some tuning tape to tune the chanter with. I had this bag of orthodontic rubber bands I've had since 1972, and you use those not primarily on like practice chanter reads if your practice chanter read needs a little help making it easier and so forth. What else do I have? Oh, I've got another bag of rubber bands. I have a little, I've got a little sandpaper, and I use that very seldomly do I ever sand a reed, but God forbid. I ordered some reeds one time from a guy, and he sent me all shoulder cut reeds, and God, I couldn't blow those things to save my life. They were so hard. And so I ended up sanding all the shoulders off of them, and I used all of them over a period of time. Um, but normally, you know, you can buy straight cut reeds or shoulder cut reeds, and this guy just insisted on sending me a bunch of shoulder cut reeds. So I haven't done any business with him since then. Um, there's my mandrel. What else do I have? Um, oh, you should always have a couple flapper valves in your kit. I played a wedding last year, and while were right before the end of my prelude, my blow stick valve gave out. I had to use my tongue, and fortunately, while they were doing the wedding, I was able to change out my valve and so forth. But those are all of my tools. Okay, so what you should do is, you know, talk to your instructor, whoever your instructor is, and you know, I obviously I bought these over a period of time to solve different problems and so forth, and that's, you know, that's what you want to do. But I would talk to your instructor first and see what they think, and you know, before you buy anything, don't buy anything until you talk to your instructor. Your instructor will save you a lot of money. Okay, and I mean that sincerely. I've had students that, you know, they had no budget. They could buy anything they wanted, and they did, and they bought this, that, and the other thing, and some of it, in my opinion, was, you know, a waste of money. All right. Hey, I hope you have a great weekend. Happy, well, not happy Memorial Day weekend, but I hope you have a great one in spite of being locked down and so forth. Hope you can have barbecue outside if that's what you're doing, and hopefully the weather will be nice, but I don't think it will be. Have a great day. Gary Guth at bagpipelessons.net.